Hello. And yeah, I'm deciding, you know what? I don't want to watch the finale of Miraculous, at least not today. So I might as well just start a new reaction. And I've heard a lot of good things about Arcane. And we'll see if it actually is good. I've seen some pictures of Caitlyn, which I know since I used to play League of Legends with some friends. When I say I used to play, I only played with friends sometimes, and I only played Blitzcrank. So I was one of those people who, like, I'm only playing one champion, no matter what, no matter the position. I only played Blitzcrank and Nunu. And that was probably like 10 years ago, I think. So my knowledge of the game, very limited. So hopefully you won't need to know anything other than Blitzcrank and Nunu to enjoy this show. I mean, the three people I've heard talk about this a lot are very into, MOBAs. I don't like MOBAs at all. So we'll see. Because, I mean, I'm gonna try and lower my expectations for the show, since I don't want to come into it with like high expectations, because, well, people who absolutely adore League of Legends say it's like amazing. But the screenshots have looked good. So let's see what the show is about. Episode 1, Welcome to the Playground. I want to make sure English subtitles, there we go. Boom. Someone that just died. Maybe I should have used me talking about what I know. Oh. Okay, so I assume it's gonna be about like police brutality, maybe, because that to me really looks like some like police outfit, like fascistic police. Like, stop singing. You're gonna make people find us, and then we're gonna die. And I assume they just came up to like, oh god, everyone we know have been purged. Like, let's run. We don't know on whose side this guy is. Alright. I assume it's their parents that were killed. And I assume these two are sisters as well. Okay, why would you drop your weapons? Ah, to carry them, okay. Alright, so those were probably like some city guards. Probably purging some rebels or whatever. So that, I assume, was Caitlyn there in the stone. Because I recognize a slender figure with a gun. Especially a sniper rifle, so... And that is the character I've seen a lot of. The one with the minigun. And I assume that little girl there that we saw is that character with the minigun. Don't remember her name, which I should. By the amount of that name I've seen. I think it was something started with J, but I don't remember. Other than that, like, I want to say Jill, but I think that's wrong. And they are a bit grown up. I mean, I will say, it looks really good. I really like the art style. I haven't seen enough of the animation yet to say if I like the animation, but it looks like I would. You're gonna get caught. Vi. Alright. I like that they say the characters' names there in the subtitles on who is speaking. Will make it much easier to remember who is who. So redhead, Vi. Ah, okay. They don't do it all the time. Powder. Okay. Am I confusing her with someone else then? Or maybe she isn't the one with the machine gun. Good job. Come on. She's young. And I mean, I assume they're doing some stealing. It's probably what they're doing. Okay. Yeah. So this is like the high city. Some cute freckles. So that's a plus. So it really looks like, so this is like a steampunk setting. And obviously we're going to start seeing like magic and stuff as well, which tends to be part of steampunk, I guess, as well, but... Filthy animals. How are they gonna know someone broke in? But that's some pretty sturdy glass, I guess, as well. Because I would assume the force of, even if she just kicked on the metal, you know, the force of the metal touching the glass would probably break the glass. Yeah, sure, I just take whatever. You know, if you don't know what it is, maybe it's worth something. Kaboom. Oh. Could be useful. I mean, I guess that is one way. But this right here looks a little bit more. He probably was born lucky as well, Rich. But it looks a little bit more than just that. Oh, some food. Well, I guess it doesn't look like it's been up there for too long, so... Well, not the best chest, I guess. If it's that easy to just open it. Ah, and it's the crystal that was on that device. Oh god. Okay. Oh god, that noise. Well, they're showing that those little things have a lot of power, energy in them, I guess. Kaboom! Claggor and Milo, okay. So the two boys are called Claggor and Milo. Well, I mean, I guess that's a good thing. It might hide... Okay, well, if you just didn't stand and look, maybe it would have helped hide the fact that you guys broke in. It could have been just, oh god, this inventor, once something of his exploded. But you were too curious. Like, damn it. We only have one of these per police officer. Yeah, of course, one falls. Oh. Well, you're dead. Okay. I guess he's gonna get caught. No, or not. I mean, it really looks like that last, like the skinny boy is going to get caught. Because he was kind of like, oh god, powder, blah 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 blah. And then it's gonna end up with him being caught. Oh god. In you go. God, Powder don't want to go in head first, so shouldn't have forced her to kick you, because going in head first is probably worse. That's probably why you miss some teeth. Powder. Explosion. And see if what we decided to take are worth something. My assumption is that whatever is in the bag is probably not going to be worth that much. But the crystals or whatever, those explosive things, powder. So I assume obviously she's going to become, an explosive master. So he's the lockpicker. She's just the brute force. He's the fat guy. Well, you heard wrong. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna take that stuff. Slap. There we go. There's your taste. Oh, they actually showed some blood. Okay. I mean, when you look at that, like, do you really want to attack that fat guy? Unless you have, like, a knife or something. Powder, run! Oof. I mean, I will say I really like the animation, so... Oh my god, alright, nice. Alright, they're actually showing brutality that I wouldn't expect. Oh god. Yeah. Well, it looks like it has some force behind it. Do you really want to throw it? Kick him. Come on, Powder. Kick. He had his face near your feet. And Vi is getting destroyed. But not anymore. Oh, Jesus. The good old powder trick. Oh my... Alright. Oh no, you're gonna get stabbed. I mean, yeah, sure, you might stab her, but then those other two are gonna, kill you, so... So it's kind of like the first one that uses a weapon. Gotta make things worse, I guess. Oh, damn. Oh god, a nail bomb. Here we go. Oh, or not. Well, it was supposed to be a nail bomb. It ended up just being some sprinkles. Which I guess... Oh, no. Oh, God. They are not gonna like that. Yeah, they are really not gonna like that. That she threw away the treasure. You know? Well... Yeah, that's gonna cause some animosity. So I guess they're... Jinx! There we go. That's her name. Okay, yeah. So she's gonna become Jinx. There we go. So I guess her original name was Powder. And she's gonna become Jinx. There we go. Okay, the Undercity. Reminds me of Pokemon Colosseum. I mean, I don't like how loud the music is compared to everything else. When they're speaking, pretty quiet. The music blasting your ears to death. Jesus. Alright, some brothels. Alright, with some goblins. A pretty worn out goblin. Well... Well... He's like, no. Yeah, it's kind of like the entire bar. Well, would I be the Hound? Would I be known as the Hound? Like, just do it. I mean... It's what you get. It's what we can get in the underworld. Yeah. I mean, I can see his perspective, and I also see her like, hey man, I'm fucking afraid. I don't want to get hurt. Or, to an underworld. I mean, I assume. Um, like, do you. Because what happened, I guess, to your parents when Piltover decides to, like, okay, let's clean the rabble. Like, do you think we can stand against them if Piltover really wanted to destroy us? So I guess it's Piltover and Underworld. Yeah, that's how it is to be a leader. Well, judging by some pictures I've seen, those things are gonna get a lot bigger. Uh, Powder, I assume she still has those glowing stuff. Which are the things that whoever that inventor was, that's probably what he actually wants. I mean, he did have them in that terrible chest. Alright, there we go. I don't remember. How many did you pick? Did you pick up like 4 or 5, I think? But yeah, now that she ran away before she heard this. Fuck you. He's like, well, I'm gonna try and stop people. Just finish it later, right? This stuff you're not supposed to hear. It's like, oh god, they don't know about enforcers. They don't remember. They were too young. That's what I'm trying to find out. Okay, so this is Little Man. Alright, so the inventor. Enforcers. Here we go. Like, faker than the people on top. Like, young folk. Young folk on both sides are a bit too hot-headed. You're like, I'm not breathing in this fucking disgusting air down here. Oh fuck, I don't remember. They did say this guy's name. But the only thing I know is like Tiny Man. You know, like I guess his code name. Nope. Yep. Well, Is he gonna offer up himself then? I'm not offering up one of my people, but I'm offering up myself. And Vi, I guess specifically Powder, is gonna feel like, oh shit. Because, I mean, that guy really seems to have, like a special place for those two compared to the other. But maybe one day they will. It's like, I know how to think my fist. I guess you're gonna have to think, with technology. And like telling people where they fucked up. I mean, it does. I guess it lasted long. It must have been some high quality stuff. Since it's still there. Well, I guess, I don't know, would it rain and stuff down here? So maybe there aren't really that much stuff, to actually degrade certain things. Okay. So was that the undercity or was that the upper city? Because that really looked like, Oh Jesus. This guy. I don't think that's Vander's crew, but... alright. Yeah, this is another underground. Okay. I was expecting them to kill him, but he was like, you know what, you said something I wanted to hear, gave me some good information, I'll spare your life, but you'll still be punished. We'll see. What are they trying to do? Ah, okay. It's different. It's gonna be feeding time for the rat. The rat is gonna eat the cat. Okay. Like some steroid thing. Okay, they're gonna do it on that boy. Alright, well, that was the first episode, and it was actually really, really good. I'm still, like, it set up a few things to be like, alright, be excited for the future. Still have to find out, like, they said that that apartment belonged to someone. Whatever that name was, obviously an important name that I probably should try and remember. Because it feels like they're gonna be important. And that older enforcer lady, don't remember her name, but I'm guessing the reason why she wanted a young enforcer to get out isn't just because, young people are hot-headed, but she probably doesn't want him to hear that she's having, she has a deal with Vanders, So that was that. Like, I'm just trying to say the stuff that I'm remembering, that I feel like that hopefully gonna be important. I mean, this show is only 9 episodes, which is good. Like, I tend to prefer like short series, because I feel like when it is condensed into less episodes, they don't have to do filler. Everything can have meaning. Everything can work in like it does. Yeah, like there's no filler shit. But the animation, yeah, like not only the animation but the art style also really, really good. I will say like how the facial expressions and how they move their mouth and all that, like really good. Let's see what is here at the end. Is it just... Okay, yeah, it's just translating stuff. Alright. Just gonna do that. There we go. And... oh yeah, that guy there at the end, with the rat experiment. So I assume they're going to use that boy. He's gonna be the volunteer. And he said give him a meal. So they're probably gonna sneak this into his meal. To make, some superhuman monster, whatever. But then, when I look at that, I'm like, maybe you want to use the rats. Like, you can have a fuck ton of rats in a little box, and then you just feed a bunch of rats this thing and just unleash them in like a warehouse, wherever you want to destroy something. Instead of just using one human. Like, here you go, then he goes wild. But as a story thing, it probably is better if they're gonna use just a human to go wild. But then I'm also assuming that when they take this drug, that it makes it so they can't think. So that's just my assumption. Maybe it just makes them, like hyper aggressive, or maybe not even just hyper aggressive, but just super strong, that they can still think. If that's the case, probably it's better to use a human. Because I also assume that rat has been used a lot of times. Like, this is not the first time that rat has drank that thing and then eaten a cat. because it really looked like the rat knew, like as soon as they dropped in the cat and he knocked, the rat was like, oh shit, I need to go here, drink this, boom. So it seems like they've trained that rat to do that, to know, okay, that's what I need to do. So it seems to be reversible. What else? I really liked the fight scene they had with the boys, that other gang that was supposed to just follow whoever this underground, the other. I assume he's underground. Maybe he's like an upper class gang member. Like he's from, what's it called? Oh god, Upper City. Ah, damn it. Maybe he's a gang from the Upper City. That could be the case. My assumption was that he was, in the Undercity as well. And, he kind of wants to take the place of Vander's. So if Vander's is in trouble and might be deposed, then his gang, who might be like the second biggest gang or the second strongest or whatever, that power that Vander and his gang has falls, and he comes and takes over. And he has control of the Undercity. And also my assumption is that what the enforcers did, to Powder and Vi, Powder and Vi's family, was the fact that, and I'm gonna assume that they're gonna end up being that their family probably had nothing to do with why the enforcers decided to come and destroy everything there, but some gang from that area had something to do. And when the enforcers go in, kind of a little bit how America does it, where you bomb this village and be like, look, we killed one potential terrorist, but you killed also like 19 to 20 just innocent people who had nothing to do with it. So that's kind of like, I guess, how they do that response. And they're like, which I mean, it's, and then I guess it's one of the reasons why Vi and Powder became, I guess, these criminals. So, I mean, these types of like overkill responses only breeds contempt. But then again, I mean, obviously in this case, Powder and Vi were completely in the wrong. They were the ones who broke into this person's estate and stole from him and fucking destroyed everything. So I mean, I'm not saying they're good people. I mean, they're bad. But they're bad, poor people. So a bit more, I guess, sympathy. But yeah, that was Arcane episode 1. And we'll see. I don't know if I will just react to one episode a month to this, or maybe, because I feel like maybe I'll do one more reaction today, and it's probably going to be of episode 2 of this. So maybe this will be a show that I finish in maybe 1 or 2 weeks. But I'm just going to upload one episode a month anyways. But not an episode, one episode a month, one episode a week. There we go. But yeah, thank you, and see you another time.